Welcome to today's class. Actually, electric poles are existed everywhere. So, if you observe, electric poles are connected with the metal wire. Actually, the metal wire and the electric pole and the earth forms a triangle. Can you imagine which type of triangle it is? Next, say for example, if a person whitewashing a wall by using with the use of a ladder, so he can form a triangle. So for example, he want to paint the higher position. What he wanted, what he has to do? He has to move the ladder. Okay, if he is moving the ladder, so can you observe what is the change in the angle between ladder and earth, and also the distance between wall and ladder also decreases. And can you identify which type of triangle you can form? Yes. In these two conditions, you can form a right angle triangle. Actually, in this triangles concept is very important in our daily life situations. So today we are going to discuss about the triangles and its measurements by using an important branch of mathematics. It's called the trigonometry. So trigonometry is a new branch of mathematics. Which measures the angles and sides of triangles. It's called the trigonometry, and the trigonometry derived from three Greek words: trigonometry. Tri means three, gona means sides, metry means measurement. So measuring of three sides is called trigonometry. Measuring of three sides is called the trigonometry. And the father of trigonometry, a Greek astronomer, Hipparchus, he lived between 190 to 120 BC. He is considered as a father of trigonometry. Trigonometry is a branch of mathematics which deals measuring the sides and angles of the triangles. Actually, in trigonometry, we have different types of triangles according to the angles and according to the sides. But basically, we consider only right angle triangle. So first, before going to start, what is the right angle triangle and what are the properties of right angle? So right angle triangle. If you observe in the previous examples, we consider each and every situation. We discussed about right angle triangle. In right angle triangle, so this is called the side opposite to the right angle is called the hypotenuse. And these two angles are we don't know, they are the different angles, and this angle is fixed angle 90 degrees. And these angles are complementary angles to each other. That means angle A plus angle C is equal to 90 degrees, whatever the angle it is. So, say for example, if you consider this angle is theta, theta means is a variable. It's like a alphabets. It is a Greek variable, Greek letter, which is used to unknown quantity of an angle. This is called theta. This is called what? Theta is nothing but a variable. We don't know what is the angle of A, so that only I am considering as theta. So this angle, if this theta opposite side is called the opposite side, and the theta adjacent side is called the adjacent side. Adjacent side. And here there are two situations, two possibilities to take variable in different places. Otherwise theta you can take here, otherwise theta you can take here. If I take here, this will become opposite and this will become adjacent. Otherwise, if I am considering theta here, and the opposite of the theta is called opposite side and adjacent of the theta adjacent side, you may think this hypotenuse is adjacent of the theta, but hypotenuse is having a special name. Hypotenuse already it is fixed, and the opposite to the 90 degrees is called the hypotenuse. So the next side, adjacent side is AB. So that is AB is treated as adjacent side. So by using this concept, we are going to measure the sides and angles of triangles, especially right angle triangle. In this right angle triangle, one more important concept is important. That is the Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem already learnt. So the sum of the hypotenuse square is equal to hypotenuse square equal to the sum of the squares of the remaining two sides. Hypotenuse square is equal to side square plus side square. So what are the two sides? So hypotenuse is AC square, and one side is AB square and another side is BC square. So this is called the Pythagoras theorem, and Pythagoras theorem also plays key role for calculating the. If you know that any two sides, you can calculate third side by using the use of Pythagoras theorem in a right angle triangle. Whenever right angle triangle concept arises, then you can use the Pythagoras theorem to find out the unknown side. If you know any two sides, you can find out the third side by using the Pythagoras theorem. It may be hypotenuse, it may be AB, it may be BC, whatever it may be. So Pythagoras theorem, and this is called hypotenuse, and theta is a variable, and you have to pronounce it as theta. Okay, variable for expressing the unknown angle of triangles. So this is the concept of right angle triangle. Just have a look. Concept is the trigonometric ratios. So ratio means, what is the definition of ratio? We have learned in the earlier classes. So the ratio means comparing to same quantities is called the ratios. Actually, trigonometric ratios means comparing the sides of the right angle triangle are called the trigonometric ratios. So total we have 6 trigonometric ratios. Why? Because in a right angle triangle we have 3 sides, and there are two angles we are measuring, comparing. So 3 into 2, 6 trigonometric ratios are possible. So for example, this is the right angle triangle ABC, and I am considering theta here, and this is called hypotenuse, this is called adjacent side, and this is called opposite side. So I am considering theta here, so that only it is opposite and it is adjacent. If I consider here, it will become opposite and it will become adjacent. Hypotenuse is fixed, and adjacent and opposite angles are decided according to the theta position. Theta position, only 2 positions, either A or either C. Okay. So I am writing the ratios. First I am writing opposite and adjacent one ratio. Opposite by hypotenuse one ratio. Next, adjacent and hypotenuse, I am considering another ratio. Adjacent and hypotenuse one ratio. Next, opposite and adjacent another ratio. Opposite and adjacent another ratio. Okay, see, in ratio 2:3 is equal to 3:2 now. These two are not equal. Why? Because 2:3 and 3:2 are not equal. Similarly, opposite by hypotenuse and its reciprocal are different. So, opposite by hypotenuse, then its reciprocal hypotenuse by opposite. Next, adjacent by opposite, its reciprocal hypotenuse by adjacent. And opposite by adjacent reciprocal is adjacent by opposite. Okay, there are the 6 trigonometric ratios. Only 6 only there. Why only 6? 3 sides, 2 possibilities, 3 to the 6 possibilities are there. 3 direct for ratios, and their reciprocals are 3 more. So for these 6 trigonometric ratios, so we have different names for identification purpose. So that is, this is called sin theta. This is called what? Sin theta. And this is called cos theta. That means cos means cosine theta. Cosine theta. Next, this is called tangent theta. This is called what? Tangent theta. And this is sin theta reciprocal is called cosecant. Cosecant theta. And cos theta reciprocal is secant theta. Secant theta. And tangent reciprocal is cotangent And one more important, for all these things we have short forms. So this is called sin theta, this is called cos theta, this is called tan theta, and this is called cosecant theta, and this is called secant theta, and this is called cot theta. These are the short forms of this, because each and every time it is it is tedious process to write all the entire abbreviation, so that only these are the short forms. And one more important, sine equal to opposite sine, opposite by hypotenuse, it is wrong, it doesn't make any sense. But because the sine and the angle theta is together only, we have one meaning, that is the sine theta opposite by hypotenuse. Individually sine having no value, individual theta also having no value. So sine and theta, this together is called opposite by hypotenuse, and this is not the multiplication. Sine into theta, sine, it is not that one. It's a sine representing the theta. So sine theta, that is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. So for example, if you write in terms of alphabets, opposite BC by hypotenuse is AC. So cos theta, adjacent side is AB, and hypotenuse is AC. Opposite side is BC and adjacent side is AB. So hypotenuse is AC by opposite is BC, and hypotenuse is AC by adjacent is AB, and this is opposite adjacent is AB by opposite is BC. So these are the fixed trigonometric ratios. If you observe here, sin theta started with S, it's a reciprocal, cosecant theta started with C, and cos theta started with C, and its reciprocal secant theta started with S, and tangent and cotangent. For sin, cosecant theta, for cos theta, secant theta, for tan theta, cot theta are called reciprocal to each other. What do you call? Reciprocal to each other. Have a look. Next, one more important condition. Sin theta equal to 1 by cosecant theta, and cosecant theta equal to 1 by sin theta. These two are reciprocal to each other. And next one, cos theta equal to 1 by secant theta, and secant theta is equal to 1 by cos theta. Next, tan theta is equal to 1 by cot theta, and cot theta is equal to 1 by tan theta. Afterwards, if you observe sin theta into cosecant theta, so sin theta, cosecant theta you can write 1 by sin theta, and these two gets cancelled, you will get 1. That means the part of a trigonometric ratio and its reciprocal is always 1. Similarly, cos theta into secant theta is equal to 1. Next, tan theta into cot theta equal to 1. So I am repeating, sin theta is 1 by cosecant theta and cosecant theta is 1 by sin theta. Why? Because sin theta and cosecant theta are reciprocal to each other. And cos theta equal to 1 by secant theta and the secant theta equal to 1 by cos theta. Because they are reciprocal to each other. Next, tan theta equal to 1 by cot theta and cot theta equal to 1 by tan theta. And then similarly, the product of a trigonometric ratio and its corresponding reciprocal is always 1. How? If it is, say for example, sin theta into cosecant theta, sin theta and sin theta into cosecant theta. Sin theta, cosecant theta, you can write 1 by sin theta. Why? Because cosecant theta is the reciprocal of the sin theta. So that into sin theta and sin theta, if it gets cancelled, you will get a 1. Similarly, cos theta and secant theta. Only trigonometric ratio and its respective reciprocal product only 1. Okay, but not sin theta into cos theta is not equal to 1. And tan theta into cot theta equal to 1. Okay, so a trigonometric ratio and its reciprocal, the product of a trigonometric ratio and its reciprocal always 1. Have a look. So next, one more important concept. So I am writing tan theta equal to sin theta by cos theta and cot theta is equal to cos theta by sin theta. So I will explain this is true or not. So actually, tan theta formula opposite by adjacent. Similarly, sin theta formula opposite by hypotenuse. And cos theta formula adjacent to by hypotenuse. Simply substitute in this one. Tan theta means opposite by adjacent is equal to sin theta. Sin theta means what? Opposite by hypotenuse divided by cos theta adjacent by hypotenuse. So opposite by adjacent side is equal to opposite by hypotenuse and change division into multiplication so that second fraction will become reciprocal. So hypotenuse by adjacent, hypotenuse gets cancelled. Therefore, opposite by adjacent side equal to opposite by adjacent side. So this is true. So tan theta equal to, you can write sin theta by cos theta. Similarly, cot theta equal to, what is the meaning of cot theta? Cot theta equal to adjacent by opposite. Adjacent by opposite. So coming to here, adjacent by opposite is equal to cos theta value adjacent by hypotenuse divided by opposite by hypotenuse. So from this, adjacent by opposite is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse into hypotenuse by opposite. The hypotenuse gets cancelled. From this, adjacent by equal to cos theta equal to cot theta equal to cos theta by sin theta. Actually, we no need to learn all these things, but for understanding purpose, for proving tan theta equal to sin theta by cos theta and cot theta equal to cos theta by sin theta only, I explained this process. So this is very important because in future, while doing calculations, we are going to use this tan theta equal to sin theta by cos theta and cot theta equal to cos theta by sin theta. These 2 points are important in your future, so that only I explain here. Have a look. So this is the 11 point of the first question. In right triangle ABC, 8 centimeters, 15 centimeters and 17 centimeters are the lengths of AB, BC and CA respectively. Then find out sin A cos A and tan A. So first I'm taking on right angle triangle. So first I'm writing what is the highest value, 17 centimeters. So 17 centimeters is the hypotenuse. So hypotenuse, what is the name of hypotenuse? 17 centimeters CA. So this is A, this is B, this is C. So 90 degrees at B. Okay. So next, what is the AB value? AB value 8 centimeters. And what is the BC value? BC value is 15 centimeters. Okay. 8 centimeters and 15 centimeters. So then find out the sin A, cos A, tan A. So here with respect to the angle A, we have to find out this one. With respect to the A, then this is called opposite to, this is called adjacent. Okay. So first to sin A. What is the sin A? Sin A formula opposite by hypotenuse. Opposite is BC by hypotenuse is AC. So opposite BC, that means 15 centimeters by 17 centimeters is the sin A. So coming to the cos A, adjacent by hypotenuse. This formula is very important. Adjacent value is AB and hypotenuse value is AC. And the AB here, what is the value of AB? 8 centimeters and the AC value is 17 centimeters. So coming to the tan A. So tan A is equal to opposite by adjacent. So from this, opposite BC by adjacent AB and BC value 15 and AB value is 8. So these are the sin A, cos A and tan A. This is the question. The sides of a right triangle PQR are PQ equal to 7 centimeters, PR equal to 25 centimeters and angle Q equal to 90 degrees respectively. Then find tan P minus tan L. First, for the given information, first we have to draw a diagram. And there is a right angle triangle. So first take a right angle triangle. And in the question, they only given which angle is 90 degrees. Angle Q is 90 degrees. So this is angle Q. So we can take P here and R here. So what is the given information? PQ equal to 7 centimeters. Next, PR equal to 25 centimeters. We have to find out the tan P minus tan R. If it is tan P, with respect to P, opposite by adjacent, we don't know opposite. So first we have to find out the opposite. And similarly, tan R, with respect to R, what is the tan? Opposite by adjacent. So we have to find out QR. So already we discussed, in a right angle triangle, if you know any two sides, you can find out the third side by using Pythagoras theorem. Okay. So in triangle PQR, angle Q is equal to 90 degrees. So by Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square. So what is hypotenuse square? PR square is equal to PQ square plus PR square. So PR square is 25 square is equal to PQ square is 7 square plus QR square. I am writing another quantity this side. QR square plus 7 square means 49 is equal to 25 square is 625. So we need to find out QR so that send 49 to the other side, it will become minus 49. So QR square is equal to 625 minus 49. So 15 minus 9 is 6, 11 minus 4 is 7 and 576. QR is equal to square root of 576. 576 is the square of 25. So 24, 4, 4, 16. So nothing but 24 square. So QR equal to, you can write 24 centimeters. So what is this? 24 centimeters. So if you observe in the question, so first write what is the tan P. So tan P tan adjacent. Okay. With respect to P, what is opposite to QR? QR by what is adjacent to PQ? So from this tan P value, QR 24 by PQ 7. Similarly, you have to find a tan R. Tan R means with respect to R, this is opposite and it will become adjacent. If you take a tan angle P, QR is acting as the opposite. So with respect to R, tan R, the same QR is acting as adjacent. So you have to identify this one because the angles change according to the angles opposite and adjacent sides will change. So tan R is equal to what is the tan R? Opposite is PQ by adjacent is QR. So PQ value 7 centimeters by QR value 24 centimeters. So when we have to find out tan P minus tan R. So tan P minus tan R is equal to tan P value 24 by 7 minus this is 7 by 24. So 7 and 24 LCM, the product of the two numbers, 7 4s are 28, 2 7 is 14, plus 2 is 16, 168. So cross multiplication 24 into 24 minus 7 into 7. 24 into 24 is 576 minus 49 by 168. So 16 minus 9 is 7 and 6 minus 4 is 2. So 527 by 168 is the answer. Is there any calculation possible here? No, there is no calculation possible. So this is answer 527 by 168. So, if cos A equal to 12 by 13, then find sin A into tan A. As actually in solution, cos A means what is the formula? Adjacent by hypotenuse is equal to 12 by 13. The ratio of adjacent and hypotenuse is 12 and 13. From this adjacent side equal to adjacent side. This is the ratio. From the ratio, if you want length of the side, you have to multiply to some constant. So I am multiplying to some constant 12k. So then hypotenuse is equal to 13k. So are you able to understand why I am writing 12k and 13k? Why? Because this is the ratio. From the ratio, if you want length of the side, you have to multiply with some constant. Okay, so that only 12k and 13k. In each and every time, for converting from ratio to the normal measurements, we have to multiply with some constant. So take one right angle triangle. Where k is some constant. There is it. Okay. This is, say for example, I am giving a name A, B, C and A, cos A with respect to A, right? A, adjacent, what is adjacent? This is adjacent. Adjacent is 12k. The hypotenuse is 13k. So first what you have to find out? Sine. Sine means what? Opposite by hypotenuse. Do you know opposite side? AC we don't know. So first we have to find out the opposite side. This is one of the important 4-mark question. Asked in previous board exams. Okay, this model, not exact this question, this model question. So that in triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90 degrees. So by Pythagoras theorem, AC square. What is the hypotenuse here? AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. AC square is 13k whole square is equal to AB square 12k whole square plus BC square. From this 1 for 144 k square plus BC square is equal to 169 k square. Why? Because 13 square is 169 k square. From this BC square, BC square 169 k square minus 144 k square. 144 k square. So from this BC square is equal to 169 minus 144. 9 minus first k square we have to write as t. 9 minus 4 is 5. 6 minus 4 is 2. 1 minus 1 is 0. So from this BC is equal to square root of 25 k square. So from this BC equal to 25 perfect square 5, and from k square if k will come outside. So hypotenuse is equal to how much? 5k. Yes. Now we have to find out the sin A. Very good. Coming to the sin A. Sin A is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. So opposite, sin A opposite is 5k by hypotenuse is 13k, and the k gets cancelled 5 by 13. So coming to, we have to find out the tan A. So tan A with respect to A, what is the opposite to opposite to, what is the formula? First you have to do the formula opposite side by adjacent side. So with respect to tan A, what is opposite to 5k? What is adjacent side to 12k? So k gets cancelled, answer 5 by 12. And this is the way you have to find out. And this very important point, multiplying with some constant. Why? Because this is a ratio. In previous questions directly they given measurements of the sides, but here they given ratio. So whenever ratio is given, then you have to, by applying the Pythagoras theorem, you have to find out the short side. After getting the three sides, whatever the ratio you want, you can find out by using the trigonometric ratio formula. Cot theta equal to 7 by 8, then evaluate 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta by 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta, and second way to 1 plus sin theta by cos theta. So first of all, cot theta means adjacent by opposite, but sin theta we need hypotenuse. So for cos theta we need hypotenuse, but to find sin theta also we need hypotenuse. So we have to find out the third side also, hypotenuse. So first of all, solution. What is the given that? Given that cot theta. What is the formula of cot theta? Adjacent side by opposite side is equal to 7 by 8. So from this adjacent side is equal to side equal to 7 into some constant k, and opposite side equal to 8k, where k is some constant. K is some constant. First draw the figure. Right angle triangle, and here theta given, so you can take any name of the triangle. And I am taking theta here for convenience. And what is the opposite? Adjacent side is this one, so 7k, and the opposite side is this one, 8k, and hypotenuse we have to find out. In triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90 degrees. So by Pythagoras theorem, so what is the Pythagoras theorem? AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. So AC square is equal to AB square 7k whole square plus BC square 8k whole square. So from this AC square is equal to 49 k square plus 64 k square. So 49 plus 63. So AC square is equal to 113 k square. 113 k square. So from this AC equal to square root of 113 k square. From this 113 is not the perfect square, so we have to write like this only, under root of 113 into k. So what is this? Under root of 113 and k outside. So first point, what we have to prove? We have to prove this one. First bit. So 1 plus sin theta. So before this, first find out what is sin theta and cos theta. Why? Because it is there in proving. So sin theta equal to opposite by hypotenuse. So opposite by hypotenuse. Opposite, what is opposite to 8k by under root of 113k. K gets cancelled. So 8 by under root of 113. And cos theta also find. Cos theta equal to, what is the formula cos theta? Adjacent by hypotenuse. Adjacent side 7k by under root of 113. K gets cancelled. So 7 by under root of 113. So now take the first one. The first one is 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta by 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. So this is a plus b into a minus b formula, a square minus b square. That is 1 minus sin square theta by this also 1 minus cos square theta. So 1 minus sin square theta. What is the sin theta value? 8 by under root of 113 whole square by 1 minus 7 by under root of 113 whole square. So from this 1 minus 8 square 64 by 113 by this is 1 minus 7 square 49 by 1 So from this I am writing like this. So here nothing is there by 1. 113 is the denominator. So 113 minus 64 divided by here also 113 is the LCM. So from this 113 minus 49, 113 gets cancelled. So 113 minus 30 minus 4 is 9. So 10 minus 6 is 4, 49 by. So 13 minus 9 is 4. 10 minus 4 is 64. So 49 by 64 is the answer. The second bit. What is the second bit? 1 plus sin theta by cos theta. So from this 1 plus sin theta 8 by under root of 113 by this is 7 by under root of 113. Do LCM and do addition. Under root of 113 root of 113 plus 8 by 7 by root of 113. This and this will get cancelled. So I am writing 8 plus under root of 113 by 7. So this is the answer. Simple calculations, nothing is there. Tan equal to 4, then find sin and cos A. Actually, here there is no denominator. So if there is no denominator, don't take 1. No? Why? Because here before tan, here we have a number. So simply tan A is equal to 4. Integrate tan. It will become. Now tan theta formula, opposite by adjacent from this opposite equal to 4k and adjacent equal to 3k. And sine, we need a hypotenuse, sine and cos. So find out the Pythagoras theorem. Same as earlier question. And coming to here, tan A equal to root 3. Tan A equal to root 3, but in the before tan there is no number. In this condition, you can take the diameter as 1. Okay. Again, it will become opposite equal to root 3k and adjacent equal to k, 1k. Then find out hypotenuse by using Pythagoras theorem. And then find out sin A cos A plus cos A sin C and cos A cos C minus sin A sin C values. So these questions I am giving as homework. And this is a new chapter, but in future it is very important chapter for intermediate chapters. And not only intermediate, in physics and chemistry also we have to use this concept, trigonometric concept. I think in 10th class physical science also you may get this what is sine and cos tan. So that is the importance of this chapter. And one more time, new chapter on the video so that you will get to clarify the doubts. And do practice the given questions and do complete the homework questions. Take care children. Bye. Meet in next session.